Hey, it's Faye, welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Sword playthrough. Right here, we're just heading over to Wyndham Stadium in order to start the Champion Cup, I guess? I'm playing on Joy-Cons instead of on the controller, so the stick is a little different, so I was fiddle-faddling with it a bit. I was trying to think about how I wanted to lead. I was deciding whether or not it was Marnie or Hop first, because I couldn't remember. That's why I was menuing right there. Here we go talk to the ball guy to get our ball. Our dream ball. It's Disney World here, apparently. It's where dreams come true. He looked like he was doing like some weird pose, but at the same time it looks like a jumping jack. Right here they're talking about getting the tournament started, and they make a mention of Bead because the gym challengers are supposed to fight each other, but because there's only 3 left right now, I guess they had to find someone else to fill in the shoes. I don't even know who Hop fights. I don't know if Hop... I think they might have said that Hop gets a bye because Beat's not there. Here we are, facing against Marnie. I'm gonna rip her pigtails off. The truth is, when all is said and done, I just really want to be champion for myself. So don't take it personal when I kick your butt, what she says, but we're gonna make her look like a true punk rocker when she doesn't have those pigtails anymore. I was super tired when I was doing this, and so I'm gonna make a couple of like menuing mistakes, not thinking about it. Right there she was saying that she wants to become champion for herself, because there's a lot of pressure for her to be gym leader of a Pokemon. Yeah, just going through here, it's easy fight. Right here it's not Corviknight, because he's immune to poison and he has resistance to fighting. So instead of it doing like super effective against the steel type that he has, it would be just one multiplier, so just normal damage. Right here I was checking out Magic Powder. I was like, what is this? Is this a new move? So I just looked at it and saw that it was move that changes the enemy typing to psychic, and I thought that was kind of cool. Might be good in like double battles or something if you're doing like a setup into like a dark pulse or something. At the same time, Hatterene is really slow, so unless you're running like a Trick Room set, I don't think it's really feasible. Right here I was like, oh, I can just use Stab Dark Pulse and it would probably kill. I've been thinking about like what I'm doing, and she says she has everyone cheering for her, so she can't back down. This is where she's going to turn the tide battle. Right here I Dynamax, and I forgot Grimmsnarl's part Fairy, so you know the rest. I just... Here she is. She's like, I'll Dynamax even if my brother doesn't. Like, trying to say that just like Gears thinks that Dynamaxing is like wrong, and then everyone else is like, no, it's latent power. Right here I was like, crap. Oh. Hydreigon's gonna die because I don't want to like switch in. It's better for me burn turns because I wasted my Dynamax. So yeah, Max Starfall, 4 times effective. It's whatever though, because Hydreigon gets healed for free at the end of the fight. Here I decided to just send out Corviknight. Thanky, he'll take care of it. Yeah, and she was like, oh, this is my favorite move. When I saw G-Max news, I thought it was like all back to sleep, like with an alarm clock or something, or that it was going to put my Pokemon to sleep. but she used a full restore here. Oh yeah, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe if you like the content so far. Like, I've been trying to upload a lot more recently, and it seems like I'm way tired than normal. It's because I started working again, like, over, like, regular full-time hours, but I work at a non-profit, and trying to get everything caught up and ready for the holiday season, because that's right around the corner. Wonder how that's going to be through the pandemic. But yeah, right here she's talking about how she's upset that she lost, but she's happy because the crowd was happy by the battle, and that they drove the crowd wild, and that was good. And now she's going to cheer you on, just like her Morpeko does. Here comes Faye. He's like, I'm gonna be waiting for you. I'm ready for you. His team's on fire. He's like, oh, I'm on a hot streak. Wait, so he didn't get a bye, so he's just... Pardon me. I know it hasn't been a long break, but it ended a lot more quicker than expected. Hop one quite handily, so as soon as you're ready, get back on the pitch. Okay. I just kind of skim through like the dialogue boxes. That's why I kind of double back on words sometimes. But the dialogue's kind of like standard in this kind of moment. Right here I'm just menuing. I'm like, do I know any fighting moves for this double? Like, how do I lead into this fight? Do I just use one Pokemon and just like sweep because of level advantage? I can understand I made this game too easy for myself. Just how it is. Alright. Here I'm checking to see if I have like flamethrower or anything. Just trying to find like a random move to use. Oh, I think right here I was looking for like Sludge Wave or Sludge Bomb to teach Roserade, because I'm like, she doesn't have any poison attacks, so I opt out for Venoshock because she knows Toxic. But I don't think I ever really use it, which is disappointing, because it's a really good tech move. Because it goes to like 130 base power if it's poisoned or toxic. I just had this sort of flashback, you know, remember back when we were still in Postwick? Yeah, where it all began. See, I read that like super quick. When we got our Pokemon from Lee that day, I never would have dreamed I'd end up standing here facing you of all people. But it's time I finished what was started that day. Got it? The one who'll become champion is me, he says with a smile. He'll just rub his face through the mud. No better way to hype yourself up than a pelvic thrust and a pat on the face. Hey, he sent out his first Pokemon that he's ever had. We battled back in the garden, but I'm really fired up for this match in the stadium. Yeah, right here I'm like, oh, do I just go for Stab Dragon Pulse or do I go for Stab Dark Pulse? Just trying to weigh out my options. He burns his full restore right here, which is great because then I don't have to worry about it later if I don't KO something in one hit. Imagine it being used on the Snorlax, which is probably going to take about 2 to 3 hits. Get a flinch here, which is actually pretty nice. Like 30% chance of flinch. uses hammer arm. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. As I learned by studying Lee's old matches. The thing is about Hop, he never becomes his own person truly. He's always talking about other people. So he sends out Corviknight. And I'm just like, oh, it's flying steel, so it resists like dragon, so I guess Dark Pulse is the right move. Use Scary Face, which lowers my speed by 2 stages. I just use Hyper Voice to clean it up, and he was like, oh, Swagger. It's like, oh, whoa, that kind of sucks. But I don't hit myself in confusion here, which is great. And now he sends out Pichu, and I was like, okay, Earth Power? And I'm just like, crossing my fingers hoping that I don't hit myself in confusion. And he got me back in the corner. No way, this will just make my victory all the better. Comes out Rillaboom. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, just max darkness. Right? Yep. Release all the thoughts poured into the wishing star. Time for Dynamax. So he's literally wishing upon a star that's on his wrist. I like how he almost falls when he throws his Pokeball. Lost his balance. So he doesn't even know how to throw a Pokeball properly, is what Beat would say. The only time you get to see the ball to run like that is by goalies. Fucker, at least. Maybe by a ref. Yeah. Yeah. Hydreigon snaps out of confusion, and it's just, you know, 1-2. I'm really banking on getting like a Life Orb. I wonder if I should teach Hydreigon like a fire type move or something. Maybe Focus Blast. Hydreigon has like a super huge move pool too, so we'll see. Hey, thanks mate. I'm really glad you were the one here with me. Get 6k Poké-Dollars. And the victor of the semifinals, the challengers won their way through all the many hopeful trainers in the gym challenge is food. You know, even when Sonya was saying that you and me look like we could become heroes, I really never felt like one. But you, mate, I think you really could do all sorts of great things. Good on you, Faye, and Hydreigon and the rest of your team. Yeah. Look at this loser. He's just posing in the middle of like a crowd. Hey, that was an incredible brilliant. Honestly, there were tears rolling down my face. You think the two of you set out together from the same town, built up the greatest teams, and arrived here at this point to throw everything you had at one another. That burning desire to win, those moves filled with undefeatable passion. It was battling at its very purest in every possible way, even though there were some trainers who weren't sure whether you could be endorsed. That was Yuli. Or the gym challenge at first. Yeah, you're right, Hop. Well then, all the more reason. My team members and I will give everything that we've got in order to defeat our challenger. And the challenger standing before us might well end up being you, Faye. In fact, that's precisely what I'm hoping for. That's right, Faye. The real challenge is what's coming next, and I'm completely exhausted. I just want to head back to the hotel and rest. Best to refill your energy stores first. Why don't we go get some dinner together? I wouldn't say no, but you never care at all what food tastes like, Lee. A night like this deserves more than rubbish takeaways, so at least pick something good. Man, these loading cutscenes. Oh, look at this. So scenic. I feel like the frames are skipping a bit. That's actually the game and not the recording software. Challenger Faye. Hey, Challenger Faye. Got some time for a question? First question. You and Challenger Hort both endorsed by the champion and two rivals in a sense. What do you say? How does it feel to defeat your rival? I'm glad he's right here to not answer these questions or to listen to my response, you know? It was all luck that I won is the proper choice, right? Question number 2. If you wanted to tell Challenger Hop something right now, what would it be? I thank him for a great match. I'd tell him how strong he was. Question 3. Level with me, kiddo. Your honest thoughts here. Think you can win the finals too? Of course. Alright, that's enough. Faye's already tired from battle. And you've been asking rather rude questions. We've got ourselves dinner plans with my brothers, so sorry, but clear off already, would you? You're asking me all these questions when he's standing right there. That'd be very upsetting. Yes, I understand. Looking forward to seeing the birth of a new star, says the reporter. You famous people sure have it rough, eh? Yeah, and the reporters act just like they do in real life. I hope Lee gets here soon. I could eat my own arm about now. This dude's really hangry. He's like a Morpeko. Several hours later, this is absurd. Even Lee's never this late. Something's not right. He always does what he says he'll do. Even if he gets lost. As a kid, he promised he'd become champion one day, and he went and did just that. He can add 1,000,000 miles per hour. He ought to be able to keep his own dinner plans. Kid sure got a mouth on him, huh? Well, he's angry. If you were just noisy during battle, you unleash a whole new level of power, you know? Oh, pack it in, Pierce. I'm seriously worried here. Sure you are. So I don't need your smug mug looking like you're having a go at me, even though you act like you're giving me good advice. Judging by appearance, no wonder you lost to your mate. Ooh. If you're looking for the champion, I saw him heading to Rose Tower, and he told me to go find you. Don't know what he's up to, but I ran into him at the monorail platform. And he said to tell you that he had something to do at Rose Tower, so he'd be late to your dinner. Oh no. But why Rose Tower? What could he have to do there but at this hour? Go talk to Rose? Yours, do us a favor. Take us to Rose Tower, would you? Neither Faye nor I know the way. Jeez, what rude siblings. Always so demanding of others. I suppose so. It's a real problem for me, too, if the finals are held up for any reason. And I don't really hate the two of you little runts. You were good enough to beat me, after all. So I think I'll invite Team Yellow along, and we'll all have ourselves a bit of fun, shall we? Really, you're the best viewers. Let's go make a real ruckus. And that's what we'll do. Right here, I'm just like checking out this like hotel room. I'm like, oh, can I even use elevators? And it's like, no. Well, what is this room? Like, is it just a placeholder? We got 3 people sitting at a counter, and we have 5 random guests. Like, they could have expanded the hotel at least. Look at this. There's like nothing to do in here. Like, what's the significance of this place other than for these small little text boxes and cutscenes, and having it as a little hub area? Right here, I took a little break to go get some energy. A NOS. And why am I here for this? I'm totally exhausted from that battle with you, Faye. We decided that Team Yell will cheer you on, Faye. Let's help out together. Or Pekko's happy. What a beautiful display of sibling life. However, it's entirely unnecessary. Miss Elena. Chairman Rose is with the champion in a very, very important meeting. How important is it? This is no way I will let anyone interfere. Oh, there's no way. After all, only authorized personnel with the proper key can ride the monorail to Rose Tower. That means as long as Chairman Rose is in the tower, no one can disturb him. Unless I give someone a key. I have hand-selected a member of the league staff and given them a key. Chairman Rose does enjoy these kinds of menial games after all. Do you think you can tell the difference between a normal league staff and the one I chose? Alright, dark tinted glasses. Do you think you can find me? He has one sleeve up and one sleeve down. What should we do? This isn't good, but I got this one. Go raise some hell. Hey, teams yelling will get this sorted. No, this is brilliant. I'll search around the front of the stadium. The one place the guy's not gonna be. For now, we should try and head to the plaza together, right? Yes. Yes. Alright, let's all work together and head for the Rose Tower. Let's find Elena's league staff member. So if you notice, like, all the other guys have their, I think they have their sleeves down. That's one tell. Oh, no. Maybe they don't. But yeah, he's staring at this wall. He's like, oh, this guy's awfully shifty. This bloke's awfully shifty, but I can't get him to turn around. Say something surprising, that we'll have no choice but to look this way. We already have the key, you know. I thought about saying Miss Elena's here. What? Last, I turned around, and I can't escape in this case. Time for a Pokemon battle. I mean, honestly, instead of fighting me because he knows that I'm in the Champion League, he could just, like, push me down and just run away. But any kind of physical violence against children is just, you know, not allowed. Even though this guy is hired to be, like, that person. To say, no. Like, if he stood in front of the door, how would we be able to get past him without having to resort to some type of physical, like, push? Don't suddenly talk to me like that. I suddenly turned around. Don't do the thing that makes him respond to you, is what he's telling you. All you need to do is hide and I won't have to give you the key. There's a little bit of frame drop there. It's a wonder how fast that guy could run. I've got no idea where he went, Gov. I have questions about that spelling of Gov. Is it supposed to be like short for governor? But yeah, here we are. We're just like, oh, I know he goes this way. He's not in the phone booth yet, so I'm like, oh, wait, he's over there, like, eavesdropping on this couple's talk. How'd you find me, or did you even talk to everyone you met? Oh, whatever, I'll defeat you. Rawr. Look at him. Macrocosmos Eric. Went out in a while. Right here, like, I get super unlucky, and I think Inferno just misses so many times. So this time it's gonna hit, and I have Choice Scarf on Chandelure. So, is it this? Yeah, I think it's this fight. No, it's the next fight or something like that. It's gonna happen sooner or later. Like, that 50% accuracy is, yes. And I even switched up my Pokemon and everything. Doesn't matter if you don't change the typing. Makes for easy sweeps. Oh yeah. Comment, like, and subscribe if you like it so far. Let me know if you like the voice edits over. Right there, he was just talking about how he's being paid to do this and not to, like, take it personal. He's, like, none of the workers are technically bad. They're just being paid to give you the runaround. You're way too observant, but I'll win this time and make my getaway. Poor Eric. Yeah, Ferroseed. Overheat. Here's a Steelix. So my special attack went down 2 stages, and then she cheered for me, and it went back up 2 stages. It's like overheat didn't exist in this fight. Fighting didn't work in the battles that it worked. The only thing to do now is run. Oh no. Seems like you got me cornered. So it seems. I'm not going to give up. An earful from Miss Elena is worse than... Worse than what? Anything you lot can do. Good luck catching me on the monorail. Team Yell, go find Hop. We'll corner the League staff member at the station together. I think this part that's coming up is probably better in other languages. I feel like they didn't do the dialogue too well for English. Yours is gonna start singing. I'm not the singing type, but you know, you did a cracking good job cornering that bad League staff member, Faye. Let me sing a song fitting of your rockin' deeds. The only thing a humble singer can do is sing a humble song. Maybe I can't cheer someone on with just the tunes I play. Maybe my songs don't make anyone happy. Maybe I can't help. But still, the only thing I can do is sing my humble song. Humble, humble, humble song. Cheers. Everyone's going wild. Whoa! Never mind the lyrics. Hey, isn't that Pierce? Why is he doing a street performance? I think you mean a station performance. Come on, let's go see if we can get a closer look. Even the Zigzagoons are gonna start dancing. This is like the most animation this game's had. Running down the stairs. We got the key, Piers. We can take the monorail to Rose Tower now. Look at that. They're all so animated. And the crowd's so small. So this is Rose Tower. Just how tall do you think it is? I can't even see the top up there in the clouds. So what should we do? Team Yellow is going to have their hands full holding up those bad League staff members. They're bad. They won't be catching up anytime soon. They're not bad. Yeah, Faye, what should we do? They're just doing their job. Let's go on ahead. Good thinking. Let's go collect Lee and get out of here. Without him, there's no champion for you to challenge in the Champion Cup. He's an item at this point. He is worth nothing more than his title. She's like, oh, you can go on ahead. An employee's an employee, I guess. Seems the exec lady hit the monorail key to try and impress the chairman. Actually, she was trying to have fun. Chairman Rose is blah blah blah. Hold up inside the tower, so you better go and get him. Times like this when tension and passion run high. Remind me of Smike Mouth in the old days. Some right wild concerts we had back then, but no encores. Wait, you're still here. Yeah, who do you think you were talking to? You better get going, I'll send some support your way with a yell. Gotta stick around and make sure my bro doesn't do anything too crazy, right? Come back if you need anything. Let's go, Faye. Why'd they proper bow to us? Right here, I'm just collecting the items. We're probably going to continue off in the next episode where we go up the tower. We fight more of these macros, cosmos, peoples who are going to talk about how wonderful their job is and how wonderful the chairman is. And with that, I'll see you in the next episode. Toodaloo.